You want to give in public, sell in private, especially on social, okay? Does that apply to a warm audience who has been following your stuff, who's seen everything? You're like, Ranesh, I'm sending out this email to them. That's kind of in public, but they're warm. You know, they have an understanding of where you're coming from. They've seen your stuff before. They've heard you talk about implants. They've heard you go over veneers with them. That's a warm audience. But when you're talking about social media, and many of us are trying to like take it to the bedroom before you've even, gone out for dinner. That's what people are doing on social. They're like, oh my God, let's come back to my place. It doesn't work like that. Like, it's the same thing. You come up on someone, you walk up to someone on the street. Like, no one's going to go back to your place. No human that's in their right mind is going to do that. I mean, there's no substances involved, right? Especially if you just come up to a random stranger and say that. And that's what people do on social. They're like, hey, I'll book an appointment. Come see us. In the public facing view, and we're going to look at these Instagram accounts, you want to give value. You want to portray hope. You want to portray case transformations. You want to build the transformation so that way it'll eventually sell the treatment, right? You build transformations that sell the treatment, right? Sell the transformation, not the treatment. You've heard of that. We've talked about that quite a bit. So how do you give in public, like on Instagram, and then sell in private? Well, selling in private on Instagram means doing that in the DMs, in the direct messages, right? So here's my Instagram. This right here is the news, like the news feed, right? That's my Instagram grid, right? When we talk about the grid, the Instagram grid is essentially all this, right? All this stuff here. Now, when I say give in public, sell in private, well, selling in private is, this is the giving part right here. That's what we're going to do to give, right? All this stuff. Selling part happens if you go to your DMs and you click on that home button right there on the bottom. You'll see it right here. You click on that. That's the foodie dentist. That's something else. And then I click on this arrow here. Okay. So go up here. And I'm in my direct messages. Okay. These are all my direct messages right here from different people. This is where you want to do the selling. Now, when I say selling, I don't mean like, oh my God, you got to come to my office. This is where you can say to them, hey, let me, if you have a post on veneers, DM us, we'll reply back. Direct message us, we will reply back. The other thing you could do is a strategy we used for a post on endo. Here we go. Here's an endo post, and you could see the text here. It may be too small for you to read. Learn tips for predictable access opening for your endo cases. All right. Dr. Gilbert reviews what works for him chairside with his access opening when doing endodontic treatment. Want the full training? Comment below with the word endo, and we will send you his full endo training for free. That's our webinar, right? That's the webinar for free. But the thing to note here is look at the comments. There's so many comments, right? So what happens? I told them this is just comment with the word endo. Just comment with the word endo. Comment with the word endo. Comment with the word endo. And here's what the team did. Just sent you the training. Check your DMs. Same thing here. Just sent you the training. Check your DMs. Sent it. Just sent you the training. Check your DMs. So what have we done? We've boosted the comment conversion on the post, right? So more people are engaging. The more people are engaging with the post. But then what we've also done is boosted the comment conversion. But what we've also done is we've now hopped into the direct messages, which are essentially here, right? And now we've literally, let's just look at any one of these. Boom, let's just look at this one, right? We've sent him the training right here. So here's the training, but here's what I've also done. Look at this guy. Hey, doc, here's that endo training from Dr. Gilbert. But then look what happens. So I sent him the endo training. He can click on it. He goes to the webinar. If he loves the program, what he saw in the webinar, maybe he signs up for the course. Maybe he doesn't, whatever it is. But here's what we've done. I've also looked at his profile, and I noticed that he went to Berkeley. By the way, I went to Berkeley too. Cheers. I've created a connection there, right? We've created a connection there. So that's the context of selling. That's essentially what I'm talking about when I'm saying selling in private. It's like you're creating that engagement, and then you're just bringing it over to the direct messages. So it's the same thing with your cases. You do a post, whether it's a before and after post, or any one of those 7 posts that we talked about last time, a before and after post, a before and after with narrative. We talked about the before and after with voiceover, the personal post, sharing something personal about your life. You do a post like that, and then there's a call to action. Send us your pictures, or let us know if you have any questions on veneers, or DM me some pictures of your smile or things that you would want enhanced. Now they're going into the DMs. Now they're going into the direct messages, right? They're going here into these direct messages. And when they're in the direct message, you now can say, oh, there's a relationship right there. Now you're building the relationship. That's how you get them in. Does that make sense? Really powerful tactic. You're taking patients off of social. You're having them make those micro commitments, maybe comments, and then you're just kind of fishing and saying, okay, there's some comments here, and we got the DMs going. That's it. And this is a team member can deploy this for you, right? You can have them watch this video and be like, okay, this is what we want to do. We want to, give in public, sell in private. Now, the extent of selling is literally like the suggestion of like, hey, here's what we can do. Or if you have a video narrative on what veneers are, a 30-second thing there, you can suggest that, right? This is powerful because now you got direct communication with your dentist in the messages, in the direct messages, and there's no email, opt-in, none of that. This is like new age, right? This is social. So that's what's being done right now. Okay, that's what's being done right now. That is kind of where it's at now. So what do you need for that? Well, you need a few simple things. You need the content piece. You need the reason for them to leave a comment or ask for something that you're giving away in the content piece. And then you fulfill that inside the direct messages.